Yeah, hi, I'm Paul Archer, paularcher.com. Do you know, I get to work with loads of different audiences, young and old, and I enjoy them all. I enjoy the thrill of it all. So last year I was working with a lot of Generation Y groups. I don't know, just seemed to be the way it was. Gen Y, as we know, are people born from 1980 to the present day. And many of them, of course, are in the workforce now, aren't they? Particularly those born in the 80s. They're all taking on important positions in sales management. So I've got for you, half a dozen or so tips on how to deal with Generation Ys, because they're so different to other generations. I'm a Generation X, for example. They're so different, and we need to have some tips and ideas to help them. So I've got about 10 or 11 of these things for you to help you think about it. The first one, and I'll jot these down as we go along here as well. The first one is, if you're the boss, they will expect you to coach them. They've not been brought up to be told what to do in their lives. They've been brought up to be involved in decisions. So if you're going to be a boss, you need to get good at coaching, and they expect to be coached as well. They will be loyal to you, not the company, interestingly enough. Now, that's not really a tip, really. This is something to note. So particularly if you're good at coaching them and helping them and letting them thrive, they will be loyal to you, and that's really, really important as well. They like change. They like variety. They like things to be different. They've been used to a very fast-paced world they've grown up in, of course, as we know. Therefore, a mundane, repetitive job is not what they want. So make their job as much variety as you possibly can. That's what I want to think about as well. Naturally, technology, we know this. They are so good at technology. Not a new piece of information, that, but they expect you to be good too. That's the key thing there. Don't start faffing around with your technology in front of them. They will not like that. They will not respect you. They expect you to be good at technology, and they do that. They do that when the older people start faffing with technology or going to a flip chart or whatever it is. So be aware of that one. They're definitely into team. They've worked as teams for most of their lives. They don't like individual stuff. They're definitely teams. Baby boomers are into teams as well. Generation X's are more like individual, which is odd enough as well. That's one. They're definitely into their green. They like the environment. Not really much of use to help you, but if you can do stuff for the environment, charities that have environmental needs behind them, or you can go and clean out some railway embankment as part of a beef up motivation day or something like that, they'll definitely go for the green as well. They'd be motivated by time off. I've really found that useful for these guys. Rather than a bonus or a Marks and Spencer's voucher, give them a couple of hours off on a Friday so they can get down to see their friends. It's a young person thing, of course it is, but they're all about their friends, aren't they, these people? So time off is a real big motivator for them. They like modesty. They don't like razzmatazz. Baby boomers are into that, weren't they? They like modesty. They're definitely into that kind of way. So don't overdo things. Don't flower things up. Don't make things more than they are, because they'll see straight through it as well. They like training. Is that a different colour now for you? They like training. In fact, they thrive off of training. They want lots of training to help them to improve themselves. And they will develop accordingly as well. And give them the ability to progress as well. Give them a career path to follow. And they will be very happy with that, because they will want to progress, they want to get on. Most people do as well, but it's the big motivator for these guys. Money itself is not a big deal, really. Money is important, of course it is. Take the problem of money off the table, but give them other ways of motivating them as well. And let them multitask as well, because they're good at that. So give them lots of pressure. Give them lots of things to do. They like a variety of things to do, and that's the multitasking aspect of Generation Y, isn't it? So there's a few ideas maybe that's helped you. We upgrade our technology and our equipment on a yearly, annual basis. Why don't we upgrade our people? Get some more Generation Ys in. But I must admit, it does make me fearful sometimes when I introduce myself to groups of Generation Ys. And I always mention that I started off in business in 1982. Many of them look at me and think that's before I was born. Hey, I hope you found that useful. Paul Archer, paularcher.com.